Meanwhile, our next guest says the president and attorney general should stay out of local and state law enforcement issues. Former Congressman Alan West joins us. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Greta. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm curious what you thought of President Obama's statement last night, and then he spoke again today.
Well, I think the president initially came out and calling for calmness, but he continues to talk about this can be expected, and there's some deep-seated or deep-rooted feelings and beliefs out there. But what I do find very hypocritical is that President Obama nor Eric Holder has said anything about the 4 black gang members who brutally carjacked and took Captain Kevin Quick, a Virginia Reserve police officer, and murdered him. We did not hear them say anything about the 19-year-old New Jersey teenager, Brendan Devlin, who was gunned down by a black self-proclaimed jihadist. We heard them say nothing about the 2 black teenagers that bludgeoned to death a World War II Okinawa veteran out in Spokane, Washington, nor about the black teenager who shot a young toddler in the face in Brunswick, Georgia. So I think that the country has to really get tired of this cherry-picking of these instances of their perceived social justice and their own agenda that they're trying to use for their own elevation. And this really is getting quite despicable.
All right. Actually, the Brendan Devlin hits home here because we did an hour special. We spent a lot of time with his parents and his family, so that one does particularly hit home here on the record. Not that all of them are also important, I should add. But why do you think the president and attorney general are cherry-picking some? Is it the violence on the streets, or why aren't they talking about Brendan Devlin? I mean, that was a lone wolf jihadist killing him. He's an 18-year-old kid driving home from a friend's house.
Yeah, because it has no political benefit for them. Let's remember that the Georgia Democrat Party actually sent out mailer pieces threatening that a vote for David Perdue in that Senate race in Georgia could possibly end up with a Ferguson happening in the state of Georgia. So I think that that's what you're seeing, a political opportunity. And there is no doubt that after what the very meticulous and very well-stated summary that was given by the prosecutor McCullough, that the whole federal government should step out of this and there should be no further probes. The burden of proof to try to show that Darren Wilson tried to violate the civil rights of Michael Brown or had some premeditated intent based upon his race, they can't prove that.
Ed, let me just interrupt you, Congressman. We're looking at live pictures. That's New York City. There is a fight underway. Look at that. That's one of the protests. That looks very dangerous. We're taking a look at it. Look at the police trying to dispel some of this, but that is New York City protesting the Ferguson grand jury no verdict. And of course, protests are also going on in Los Angeles. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.